everyone, I'm Martinus Bagus Caksono. Today I would like to share a tutorial in CSWA example. There are some questions in the CSWA example, and I would like to go directly to the part modeling. In the part modeling, we have to create a tool block with some condition which is shown in the drawing. Now we can go directly to the SolidWorks, open the new part, after that we can go to equation, right click on it and then manage equation. Put the variable a, b, c here. Here is a equal to 81 and then b equal to 57 and c equal to 43. Okay. Next, I will use front plane to put my sketch. So right click on it and then go to sketch and start to draw the contours. Next, we can put the dimension of every contours that we have. Here I will make this first. This is 58 diameter, and then for the center is 19 millimeter from the horizontal line here, and then I will extend this line and put the dimension from here to here about 19 millimeter as well, and this line is about 7 in horizontal direction and also 7 in vertical direction, and this is 32, and then here we have dimension equal to a in global variable. This line is 7 in vertical direction and also 7 in horizontal direction, and then from this line to that point is about 14 millimeter, and this line has angle 10 degrees. Okay. The other is this line should be 29 millimeter, and from that line to this point is about 24. Okay. And then I will trim away the excess line here and also this circle. I will put the dimension of this line This is 5 mm. Sorry, not 55, 5 mm. And then put this line here to here about equal to b in global variable. Okay. And this arc should be R29. Next, we have to put a relationship between this circle to the line over here and also the point over there. First, I will put the relationship between this arc and this line. Click this circle and then hold Control button, click the line over here and then pick tangent as a relation. And then do the same thing, click the arc, hold the Control button and then pick the point here and pick coincidence. Okay. And then we can put the dimension of this circle is 38. Okay. Then we can cut the excess of this line here and also the arc over there. Next, we can put the point here and this line 29 mm as the dimension. Okay. And the last, we need to put the circle here. And the dimension of the circle is 14. And then the distance between the center of the circle to the vertical line here is 14 as well. And then do the same thing with the horizontal line, 14 mm. Okay, this is the end of the part creation we have done with this all contours. So we need to put the thickness of this contour of this model so that it will be a 3D part. The thickness of this contour is equal to C. So you can go to features here and then go to extruded boss and put the depth here equal to C in the global variable. And then for the end condition, I will use with plane instead of line. So the extrude will go to the right direction and the left direction equally. Okay, then click OK. We have a 3D part here. And the last step, we need to change the material. The material here in the question, the material should be AISI 1020. So we can go to the material, right click on it, edit material, go to the steel group and pick AISI 1020 as the material. Apply and then close. Okay, we have done. Next, we can check the maths because in the question we have to determine what is the overall mass of the part. Go to the evaluate, mass properties, and then check the mesh. The mesh here is 938.11, and here in the answer there is no 938.11, so we have to check the model that we have. As you can see in the model, we don't have a radius here, because in the question we have R5 at this corner, so we can modify our sketch. Right click on it and then put the radius here 5 and click the point over here. Okay, done. And then click OK, and back to the question again. We can check the mesh properties here. So right now the mesh is 939.55 grams, so the answer is D. This is the first part of the part modeling, and we can go to the second part of the part modeling. In the second part, we need to modify the parameter A, B, and C. We can go to the equation, right click on it, manage equation. A change to 84, and then B is 59, and then C is 45. Okay, just like that, and leave it as it is, and then we can check directly to the mesh properties. Here the mesh properties, we can see that the mesh is increased to 1032.32 grams. So the answer of the second question is 1032.32 grams. We can go to the third part of the part modeling. In the third part, we have to cut this model into 1, 2, 3, 4 different places. We need to cut here, there, and also in the middle here. Okay, I will use this surface to put my sketch. Right click on it and then pick sketch and normal too. In this part, you can draw a rectangle here and over there. The information that we have only the distance between this line to that edge is about 52, and the other this line should be collinear with this edge over here, so we can put a relationship between those two edges. Click the line here and then hold a control button and click the edge here and click the collinear relation. Okay, make sure that you have this point outside the end point of this radius. Okay, next we can go to the features and then pick extruded cut here, and in the question we have the depth is 19, so you can put the depth here 19, and then you can click OK over here. Okay. Next, we can draw a circle here to make a hole. Right click on the surface and then click sketch, draw a circle here, put the dimension of the circle here is about 11, sorry, not 1, 11, and the distance from the center of the arc and also the vertical edge is 14, and then the distance between the center and the horizontal edge is 14 as well. Next, we can go to the feature, extruded cut, and then at the end condition, we can choose through all instead of line. Just click OK, then we have the hole here. To draw the pocket, not a pocket actually, this is like a gap. To draw the gap here in the middle of this part, I will draw my contour in this surface. Right click in this surface and then click the sketch and normal tool. I will draw a circle with the radius 41 or 80 diameter. Make sure that the center is collinear with this edge here. Okay, put the dimension here is 82, and then again make the relation between the center and this edge. Click the center and then hold the button and then click the edge here, make it coincident. So if I move or drag upside down, so the center can only move in the collinear with the edge here. Then I will draw the center line from this origin to the intersection between the edge and also circle here. And I will put dimension from the horizontal line here to the end point of the line that we have drawn before. Put the dimension 36 millimeter. So we have our contour fully defined here. It means that all the thing has been set up. Okay, next we will make the gap here. So I will use the extruded cut to make the gap, but I will not start from the surface. I have to shift the surface 12 millimeter away. So I will use start condition here using offset instead of sketch plane, and then put 12 millimeter, and as we can see, it will shift to the right. That is not the condition that we need, so we have to reverse the direction. Just click the direction here. Now it will move to the left, shift to the left about 12 millimeter away, and then I will change the depth here, because the depth on the drawing it is written 24 millimeter of the depth. 24, input 24 here and then click OK. Yeah, finish for the third question. After we finish with this all extruded cut, now we have to set the equation. In this equation, we need to change the parameter of A, B, and C. So for A should be 86, and then B should be 58, and C should be 44. Okay. After that, you can go to evaluate and then mesh properties. Now we can check the overall mesh. The overall mesh here is about 828.18 grams. So this is the end of the third part. Now we can go to the fourth part. In the fourth part, we need to draw or create a pocket over here. In order to do that, we have to make a contour on this surface. Right click the surface and then sketch, normal tool, and I will go to convert entities in order I can have those all contour as a boundary. Next, click the offset here and then put 1 millimeter and check the select chain here and then pick one contour over here. So we have this contour offsetted 1 millimeter, and the direction that we need, it should be offsetted to inner direction. So I need to move my mouse pointer to the inside area and then click it. So I have the inner contour. Using this inner contour, I will cut or make a pocket at this surface. So go to the feature and then extrude cut. And don't forget to click the inside area or inner area. For the depth, we can measure the depth, or in the drawing we have information that the thickness of our pocket is about 1 millimeter from the surface. So I will change the end condition here to offset from surface instead of line, and then pick this surface and put 1 millimeter. So it will be extruded until 1 millimeter from the surface. Yes, has been cut extruded until 1 millimeter from this surface. Next, the second pocket, I will use this surface again, and then right click on it, pick sketch here, and again pick the convert entities to have those all boundary contours. And I still need one other contours, which is this arc. So click this arc and then convert entities. So I have this arc as the contour, and I need to make an offset from this contour. Just click offset here and then put 1 millimeter. Click this arc here and make sure that it will be offsetted to the left direction. Okay, so we have the boundary. Next, you can go to the feature, extrude cut, and then pick this area. Next, again, we can use the end condition up to surface instead of blind. So what is the surface that that will be a boundary? The surface is this surface. Just click the surface and then click OK. So right now we have the pocket like this. Okay, this is the end of the third part. Next, we can go to evaluate to check the mesh properties, and then we can check the mesh. Overall mesh here is about 432.58 grams. 432.58 grams. Okay, this is the end of my tutorial. Thank you for watching this video and see you in the next video.